Hello, my name is Brianna Easley, and I'm 35 years old. I am honored to share my experiences, strengths, and hopes with you. First, let me tell you a little about myself. My parents separated when I was 14 months old. My mom met my stepdad when I was 18 months old, and my dad met my bonus mom when I was 3 or 4. They both remarried, and my parents had joint custody. My mom had us through the week, and my dad had us every other weekend. During this time, my stepdad struggled with alcohol, and there were a couple times I can remember things got physical. I couldn't fix it, so I just chose to block it out. I started experimenting with marijuana and nicotine at 11. By 13, I was smoking meth. As a preteen, I was very rebellious, to say the least. I would sneak out with older guys until one night I got caught. When I got to my mom's house, my stepdad beat me, packed me up, and sent me to my dad's. Honestly, that's what was best for me, but I didn't want that. So after about 2 weeks, I manipulated my way back home. So I started using drugs to numb pain, to find myself, and block out reality. Alcohol and Xanax came into the picture when I was 15. So I would mix them and live like life was a big old party. That's what I thought growing up was all about, getting to do what you wanted to do. I started dating a guy that was abusive, and we dated for about 8 years. I kept him around because he was my supplier. I managed to graduate high school 14th in my class with 3 scholarships for college. I moved to Hohenwald and started cosmetology school. My mom thought getting me away from Lexington would save me. Unfortunately, it didn't. I came home every weekend to get my fix. And if I couldn't find meth, well, there was crack. One weekend, I was staying at my friend's house, which was actually a trap house. Well, when the dope was gone, so was I. A couple days later, I returned, and the supplier beat me all over the house. I had a broke nose and bruises from head to toe. I thought I was going to die that day, but the Lord was with me. It wasn't long after that I got busted and was facing 7 charges, and 5 were felonies. Scholarships gone, car gone, house gone. Most of all, so was my freedom. At my worst, I was using anywhere from a gram to an 8-ball a day, 5 to 10 Xanaxes, and all the marijuana I could get my hands on. My mom heard about the Women of Hope and reached out to Pastor Marcy. The Lord seen fit to allow me to go, along with Don Allen. That's when the seed was planted, and I graduated in 2011. I knew I was addicted to drugs, when as soon as I graduated, I was back getting high, except for this time I was shooting it. Before you know it, I'm incarcerated for violation of probation. I flattened my sentence, and freedom was mine. Again, only I was still bound by handcuffs and shackles of addiction. I returned to the Women of Hope for a second time after new charges. My parole officer allowed me to come back. I still wasn't ready. I made it 3 months and had to leave for disobeying the rules. It wasn't long, and back to jail I went. I flattened again, and freedom was mine. During this time, I became reacquainted with an old friend who would soon be my child's father. At the age of 25, God blessed me with a beautiful baby girl named Ansley. I was sober for 14 months. When I was sent home from the hospital, I had a script of hydros. That was the start to an addiction I didn't even know I had. Then came the marijuana. And as time went on, I was a single mother, working 2 jobs, remodeling a trailer. So I lied to myself and believed I could use long enough to get my trailer remodeled and I would quit. I started snorting it, and since my tolerance was low, but before you know it, I was shooting it again, trying to care for Ansley as a toddler. My family talked with me about going to Jack Jean in Savannah, and after about 6 weeks I left. It wasn't long and I was high again. Before my last run was over, I had lost everything. Myself, my kid, my house, my car, and soon enough my freedom again. I had caught no charges and was facing time. I can remember sitting in my trailer crying out to God, "If you will help me get off this mess, I promise I'll never go back." I was so miserable in my addiction, but too helpless to stop on my own. That was finally my rock bottom. I was found guilty for a bogus charge, but God knew what I needed. While I was incarcerated, that's when I put everything at God's feet. Started using the tools I learned at the Women of Hope, picked myself up, and started putting my life back together. After being released, I have held a job for 6 years. I have my kid, my home, and the nicest vehicle I have ever owned. In due time, God restored my family as well. Meth was my drug of choice, and by God's grace and mercy, I have 6 years sobriety from that drug. Now I know the true meaning of freedom. Thank you, Lord, for the Women of Hope and Pastor Marcy.